Welcome back to BNC's Outdoors. In today's videos, you can tell by the title and thumbnail, is we got a good old-fashioned pattern test. I got some TSS and some lead Longbeard XRs, and yeah, we're gonna see what they can do. I'm gonna shoot 25, 50, and 75 yards just to really see, get a bunch of variants and see how far they can actually go and hold a pattern. I'll go over the gun and the choke here in a second. And yeah, without further ado, I'm gonna get this, or the target set up, and we're gonna get straight to it. Let's get it. Gonna talk about my gun real quick. It is a Benelli Nova 12 gauge, 24-inch barrel, and I have a True Lock pin-hooded choke on there, ported. And yeah, I'll take that choke out and actually show you what it looks like. Right here's that choke. You can see it says pin-hooded. And it is a True Lock 650 constriction. It is a tungsten approved choke, so it's rated for TSS 7, 8, 9 shot. And yeah, this thing's bad to the bone. So far, I liked it last year, but this year we're gonna see what it can do with some different shells. All right, so real quick before we actually get started in the shooting, I'm gonna go over the difference of what TSS and lead is and why it's like a big thing. Lead is like your standard typical shot used for majority of shotgun shells. You know, nothing real fancy about it, but TSS, you can see right there, stands for tungsten super shot. And tungsten is a lightweight, dense metal, meaning you can get more actual pellets or shot in the shell compared to lead for the same amount of weight. So that's why it costs more, or a lot more actually, for TSS compared to lead. If you didn't know, now you do. So without further ado, I think I'm gonna start with the Longbeard XR. Both of these shells are 3.5 inches, and these things are gonna break my shoulder. Pulling them out. That big old shell right there is what we're going to be shooting. So yeah, these are 3.5 inch, 1050 velocity, number 5 shot, 2 1/8 ounce. So yeah, these things are about to kick, and hopefully, well, at this close of a distance, 25 yards, I don't really think it matters what shell you got. I think it's all gonna work. But where we'll start to see a difference is when we start going on back to 50 and 75. So we're gonna start out, I'm gonna shoot the lead first at 25 yards. All right, real quick, I'm gonna go ahead and drop one of these big shells in here. This gun is chambered in 3.5 inches. And I figured might as well go big and go home and get them, the big 3.5s. So yeah, I'm gonna flip the camera around. I already got the target set up at 25 yards. I bought splatter targets, so we'll be able to see all the kill zone shots and all that jazz on the target. You'll see what I'm talking about after I shoot it. So I'm gonna flip the camera around and we're gonna send it. All right, here we go. Shot number 1, 3.5 inch. Longbeard XR 5 shot at 25 yards. All right, shot number 1. Ow! Nah, I'm just kidding, it wasn't that bad. So I'm about to go retrieve that target and show you what it looks like. Because that paper target came from Walmart, and I don't think it's rated for shotguns. All right, here's that pattern at 25 yards with the Longbeard XR, 3.5 inch 5 shot. Our pattern went a little high right, but that's still a dead turkey all day long. If it'd have hit it just a little bit lower, it would have been perfect, but that's not too bad at 25 yards. So now we're gonna scoot back to 50 and see what it'll do. All right, I got the target set up, the new one, at 50 yards. Still using the 3.5 inch Longbeard XR. So here we go with shot number 2 at 50 yards. All right, I'm gonna go pull that target and see how we did. All right, here's that target at 50 yards. I just watched back the clip. It looks like I went high, but even at 50 yards, you can tell the difference on how far or how much that actually opened up. That bird survived. So I'm gonna go back at 50 yards. I don't even know if 75 is worth it because that's at this, it already opened up this much. So I'm gonna shoot one more time with them shells at 50 yards, and I'm gonna hold. I've been aiming right at his head, but I'm gonna try to drop it a little bit and see if we can get more shot on target and see if that makes a difference. All right, here we go. Round number 2 at 50 yards with the Longbeard XR. All right, let's go see what that one did. All right, so here was shot number 2 at 50 yards. We definitely got more in the kill zone. And it looks like some of it did go to the right, but I tell you what, I'll shoot one at 75 anyway and just see what happens. So I'm gonna move this target back and yeah. All right, I just put a new target on there and back it up to 75 yards. So I'm gonna get set up, throw a new shell in this thing. Yeah, we're gonna sling it 75 yards. I don't know if I'd recommend shooting this far at a turkey because you got a high chance of wounding it, but we're just gonna do it for fun and just see what happens. But yeah, I'm gonna flip the camera, throw a new shell in this thing. We're gonna send it. All right, I got the target at 75 yards. This is a long stinking ways with the shotgun. Considering I'm just running a bead, I don't have a red dot or anything. So yeah, I'm just gonna hold it on the paper, see what happens. This is 75 yards, 3.5 inch Longbeard XR. I don't know why the camera moved the last second, but I'm gonna walk up there and see what that looks like, 75 yards. So yeah, I'm gonna make my way up there and see how it did. All right, here we are at 75 yards. Yeah, I can't really tell where the center of a pattern is or anything like that, but we got 2 shots in the low neck and 1 in the neck. You may have got him, but you'd have had to take off running after him and put another shell in him. So yeah, that's gonna be it with the Longbeard XR. So now we're gonna scoot back to 25, do this again with the TSS. All right, here we go. We are now on TSS. We're gonna start at 25 yards and scoot back. It started sprinkling and raining on me, so I gotta speed this process up, but the show must go on. So I'm about to flip this camera. Already got the target set up 25 yards. We're about to shoot at it. All right, 25 yards, Browning TSS, 7 and 9 shot. Let's see what this will do. All right, let's go take a look at it. All right, this poor target stand. So yeah, we definitely had a lot more shot on target. Once again, that pattern went to the right. I don't know if that's me or the gun or what, but yeah, if that's still a dead turkey all day long, and if that scooted over to right here, yeah, that would have been bad for the turkey. So now I'm about to scoot it back to 50 yards, and we're gonna see what it'll do. All right, here we go, 50 yards with TSS. My poor target stand down there is not liking this at all, and it's pouring down rain. So yeah, I'm about to throw another shell in this gun, and we're gonna send it at 50 yards. 3.5 inch TSS 7 non-shot. Daggone. Yeah, that one's stinking wrecked my target stand. And that one wrecked me. Ow! First shot wasn't too bad, but buddy, they're starting to add up on my old shoulder. So I'm gonna go down there and see what that did at 50 yards. Poor target stand's barely hanging on, buddy. Aluminum rod or not, or this whole thing I don't think is ready for shotguns, but I got the target right here. I'm gonna roll it on out. Oh yeah, that is what TSS can do. At 50 yards, compare this to the other one, night and day difference. We got kill shots everywhere. I would say the center of the pattern hit him right in the neck. Yeah, we got shots in the brain, the neck, everywhere else. That's what I expected at 50 yards. So we're gonna scoot back. Whoop. We're gonna scoot back, 75, shoot one more time. Let's see what it'll do. All right, here we go with our last and final shot of the day with our 3.5 inch TSS 7 and 9 shot. Target is set up 75 yards. Grab this gun. That last shot, it snapped my sling mount. So yeah. Walmart sling can't handle TSS. Throw the big shell in there. Dropped it. Get the big TSS. Throw it in there. Flip this camera around and we're gonna shoot it 75 yards and see what happens. All right, I got the target set up 75 yards. The rain has let off, so that's good. So yeah, we're gonna shoot this last and final shot at 75 yards and we'll wrap this up with 3.5 inch TSS. All right, so there was 75 yards with TSS. Definitely had a lot more hits on target, but still went to the right. Really don't know why. Most of these went to the right, but yeah, there's still a big difference at 75 yards compared to the other one. So yeah, the rain has picked back up. I'm gonna go back to the table and I'm gonna wrap this up. All right, so to wrap this video up, to answer the question, is TSS worth it compared to lead? Is it worth it? I think it is, because you got a lot more room for error, I guess, compared to this. But yeah, you could, as we got further distances, you could tell that it really held together, and especially at 50 yards. But yeah, it also depends on where you hunt. I guess if you hunt a lot of tight timber, like where I do here in Alabama, and you really don't have a chance for far shots, you really don't have to, then yes, this right here will get it done all day long. But if you hunt in fields or out west or something, and you need something to stretch on out there and get it done, then yeah, TSS is definitely the way to go. This is the first video to kind of preparation for turkey season. We'll have more on the way. So yeah, if you made it to the far, or if you made it this far into the video, make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. I appreciate it. So yeah, I'm about to get out of here because the rain started back. Catch you guys in the next one. Peace.